Hi guys, one of the biggest concerns we have as parents who are allowing our children to learn an instrument like the piano is the idea of nagging to make them practice. How do we make them practice without nagging at them? That's one of the hardest parts of piano lessons, to be honest. So the first thing I want to do is to help you see that the shift from our mindset from pressure to partnership makes a big difference. So instead of saying, go practice the piano right now, you want to try inviting your child into practice. Let's go play your song together for a few minutes. Let's go do this. And so yes, it is not just an option. You're not making it optional, but it is an invite to do something that's going to help them to learn how to play the piano by this practice that they have to do every single week. And so that small shift in go do it to let's go play your favorite song together can make a huge difference in how your child frames what practicing the piano actually is for them. Second, keep it short and doable. For beginners, even just 5 to 10 minutes a day does wonders for them, because that's enough. It's manageable time. Kids are a lot more willing to sit down and play something when it's just a few minutes of their time. They don't feel like they're back in another piano lesson, back in another 30 to 45 minute lesson where they have to sit still for almost an hour or maybe half an hour and learn something. They're actually just practicing what they've learned. So 5 to 10 minutes, I like to say about 10 minutes. I prefer a little more time, but I recognize that those small 5 to 10 minute chunks can make a difference too. So I always encourage parents, take whatever you can get with your child. Take whatever. If it's 5 minutes, that's 5 minutes that they would not have practiced otherwise. So be grateful for the 5 minutes that they sat down and ran through a few scales on their fingers, because what they're doing is practicing muscle memory, and all of this will enhance their piano playing. So just accept the 5 or 10 minutes and be okay with that, because sometimes it's all we can do with our busy schedules, and sometimes our children just have a hard day and just don't feel like sitting down to play. Encourage them and invite them to sit down and play their song for just a few minutes. And thirdly, focus on the small wins. Don't expect perfection out of your children. Celebrate the small things and just say things like, hey, you remembered that part. You used to stumble on that part. Now you remember it. Great job. Or your rhythm was really steady on that piece. Great job. So just finding the wins that you can focus on, rather than saying you messed up on this and you messed up on that. Start over. We don't want to approach learning music from that perspective, because it does nothing except to shut your child down and discourage them from wanting to continue to play. So we want to keep the lines of communication open for music, and by associating learning to play an instrument with joy, with pleasure, with a little bit of, some wins here and there, and celebrating those wins along the way, we're making a big difference in how our child sees music education. Another helpful tip for you is to just choose a routine for your child that's kind of the same day, same time, that it helps them to associate that day and time with piano practice. And also the same thing with finding a spot in the home. Finding a spot in the home that is the same spot where we practice piano just kind of gives that familiarity to the student, to your child, that yes, this is where I come practice my piano. So whether they have a keyboard set up in the corner of their bedroom or they're practicing at a grand piano in your living room, they know where to go to practice. And it's kind of that same environment that they've created for themselves, that they know this is my spot to focus on music, focus on piano. And when the time and the place becomes consistent, there's a lot less resistance. And finally, this is really important. Don't try to turn this piano practice into a power struggle. Please don't do that. If it becomes stressful, just take a step back, keep it light, and communicate with your piano teacher. We can always adjust the lessons to better fit the needs of your student. I would much rather you come and let me know as your piano teacher, or let your piano teacher know that there's something going on that's just a bit of a tug of war with your child, and let your teacher know what triggers that outburst or just the tension that your child is feeling. And hopefully your teacher will be able to adjust. And I know that that's what I would do, whether it's adjusting the lessons or whether it's giving a little bit less of one thing and more of another in assignments. So making sure that the student is able to play, but play in a way that doesn't break them down. So I personally don't believe in breaking down a child's spirit to make them perform. And I kind of leave that to the perfectionists and those who are really conditioning students to go on stage and to play under high pressure environments. I am not that teacher. And so there are teachers that specialize in that. I'm not that person. I'm going to come from a gentle perspective to help our students learn and enjoy the art of music. Because when your child learns to enjoy music, the practicing part kind of takes care of itself. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know. Leave me a comment on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this has been encouraging for you as a parent. And in my videos to come, I'll be sharing more to other piano teachers as well, so that we can share about what this whole world of music education is about for our kids. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with more videos like this next time.